Hey gamers, what's up and welcome to Gamer Life. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing things a little differently today because I'm going to be reviewing a very unique game, and that game is Pandemic Legacy. Now, Pandemic Legacy is currently the #1 game on Board Game Geek. And there's a reason why, because it's a very good game. Now, unfortunately, I cannot open this box because opening this box would show spoilers because on my game board, stickers have been placed and other things has been done to the board in which I cannot show you, because if I show you, it spoils the game. And just like how they did with Star Wars, I am not going to be spoiling anything for anybody because it is something everybody has to experience for themselves, which makes things a little difficult because it's hard to describe a game without showing you the game components or such. But I'm going to try. Now, Pandemic Legacy is based off of another game called Pandemic, which is one of my favorite intro games. After Ticket to Ride, there's Pandemic. Now, just like regular Pandemic, you are trying to cure 4 diseases that are raging havoc across the world. But something happens in this game that changes that game and makes this game a unique experience. I can't tell you what it is, but it happens within the first game. And then from that one thing leads to another chain of events that changes the outcome of the game. And every game is slightly different because of the evolving way the game is played. And just like regular Risk Legacy, which I have 2 copies of, things happen in which you write on the board, put stickers, tear up cards. Some of that stuff will happen here. But it is still the regular Pandemic which you have known to come and love. Now, if you do not like regular Pandemic, this probably won't change your mind because it is still 75% of the same game. There are still 4 players. Each player has their own power. There still can be some of that quarterbacking in which one person tells other players what to do because there is only 1 or maybe 2 good options during the turn. So it has the same drawbacks of Pandemic, but it's also amazing because it changes the way the game is played, and every decision that you make is important because it is a permanent decision that is going to affect future games. And there's also a little bit of leveling up in the game too, because your characters kind of level up a little bit and you get new powers and other things happen. I can't tell you more other than it will be changing. You'll be changing how the game is played, and your characters also will get stronger as the game goes by. Now, you can play this game is played over a season, which is 1 year. You can lose 1 game and still continue to play, but if you lose 4 games in a row, something bad happens. Now, I have not lost 4 games in a row to see what that bad thing is, but you might happen to you. Who knows? Everybody's experience with Pandemic Legacy will be different. This is essentially the board games version of a soap opera. Soap opera for board gamers. That is Pandemic Legacy. And it's a truly excellent game. I recommend it to everyone to experience. So that wraps up my review of Pandemic Legacy. Thanks for watching, and remember, I believe there's a game for everyone.